So, especially those of you who are aspiring for spiritual growth, you need a good mechanism. A good mechanism means least amount of friction. Least amount of friction. Nothing has gathered, everything is clean. Now this functions smooth and easy. Whatever we want to do with this, it becomes easy to do that. But today, in many ways, in thought, emotion, even verbal purity is not there. This is called Vakshuddhi, where a huge importance was given in this country as to what kind of sounds you utter and with what emotion you utter. You can manifest things in your life, in the sense, if I say flower, the fragrance of flower becomes a living reality. Actually, it will happen. But those of you who are saying shit, shit, you're doing this to yourself, just know this. In your mind, in your words, the sounds that you utter and sounds that you hear, and what kind of atmospheres you create for yourself and everybody around you, what words you utter, what words you hear, sounds, what type of sounds do you utter? It's very important. If you utter it rightly, like I said, if you say flower, fragrance should come, because sound has that much power if you know how to use it. See, if you just want to go to work and come, work essentially means earn a living and come back, something. Then with some broken down thing, you can drive there and come back, or you can go on a bicycle and come back. Now suddenly you want to enter a racetrack. Now every micromillimeter of the machine is looked at again and again and again, purified and purified. That's how it is. If you want this life to perform at its highest level, then everything, just everything, how you sit, how you stand, how you breathe, how you step, purification is needed, otherwise it'll not function like that. When you're doing sadhana, it's important you eat something that doesn't stick into you, it must go. When it's done its job, not a speck of it should remain within you, it must be out. So how do you cleanse yourself? One simple thing is, at least twice a month, one day should go, 24-hour space must go without any ingestion of food, just water. This everybody here, our brahmacharis and many others here are doing this on every Ekadashi day. That is the best day also to do that. And 24 hours, that is today evening you eat and only next day evening you eat. You only drink water. If you're feeling very tired or whatever initially, after some time it'll be okay. If you're doing enough sadhana, it'll not be a problem. Otherwise, if you're feeling tired, a little bit of one lemon you can squeeze into it, maybe a spoon of honey you can put into it, it'll keep you going. Twice a month doing this and doing the regular practices, whatever you're doing, will ensure body is clean, but the simplest way to arrive at cleanliness is to be in a blissful state. To be… Hello? I'm not asking you to do anything difficult, I'm asking you to do the easiest thing and the most wonderful thing to do. So, this is a simple way. When you're joyful, when you're pleasant in experience, how bodily functions happen, in what way it functions, how chemically it becomes very clean. Because human experience is rooted in many ways in your chemistry. So if your chemistry is not clean, if it is getting contaminated by what you generate within you, then initially it's a question of unhappiness, later on it's a question of ill health, and all kinds of suffering is happening. If you take care of this, how do I take care of this, Sadhguru? Oh, in engineering, you know. So, at different stages of life, different things will come, but it's very, very important, fundamentals are not lost. Inner engineering, mother to the world. Hello? Forgot? No, Sadhguru, I am Samyama. So, the 5 aspects of inner engineering, how to give yourself a crash course. If you need it once a day, give it once a day. If you need it twice, do it twice. If you need 24 times, do it 24 times. If you need it 24,000 times, do it 24,000 times. Remind yourself of the 5 fundamentals of inner engineering. This is a simple way of staying blissful.
Dear seekers, in the pursuit of understanding bliss and spirituality, let us embark on a journey through 3 intriguing questions. First, what is the essence of bliss? Is it a fleeting emotion or a deep, enduring state? Second, how does spirituality intertwine with our daily lives, shaping our experiences and perceptions? Finally, what barriers do we face in recognizing and embracing the true nature of bliss within the spiritual realm? Bliss, often misconceived as mere happiness, transcends the ephemeral joys of life. It is not just the laughter of a child or the satisfaction of a well-done job, it is a profound, unshakable sense of peace and contentment. This state is achievable through deep spiritual practice, where one connects with the inner self, the true essence beyond the physical and mental layers. Consider the example of a meditator in deep trance, seemingly detached from the world, yet profoundly connected to an inner reality that is rich with bliss. Spirituality, in its essence, is the thread that weaves through our lives, subtly influencing our actions, thoughts, and experiences. It is not confined to the walls of temples or the pages of sacred texts. It is in the way we interact with our family, the compassion we show to a stranger, or the reverence we hold for nature. When we engage in acts of kindness, when we are fully present in the moment, or when we appreciate the simple beauties of life, we are practicing spirituality. Yet, our journey towards bliss and spiritual awakening is often hindered by our own minds. The barriers of ego, material attachment, and the ceaseless chatter of thoughts obstruct our path. We become entangled in the web of desire and aversion, losing sight of the tranquility that lies within. To overcome these barriers, we must cultivate mindfulness, self-awareness, and detachment. We must learn to observe our thoughts and emotions without getting swept away by them. So, dear seekers, remember that understanding and embracing bliss in the realm of spirituality requires a profound transformation. It is about shifting our perspective from the external, transient world to the eternal, inner world. This transformation is not an easy journey, but it is the most rewarding one. It leads us to a state of being where every moment is infused with deep peace and contentment, where we are in harmonious alignment with the universe. Remember, the path to bliss is within us, waiting to be discovered and embraced. As we delve deeper into this exploration, it's crucial to recognize that the path to bliss is as varied as the individuals who walk it. In understanding bliss and spirituality, one must acknowledge the diversity of spiritual paths and practices that exist. Each person's journey is unique, and what resonates with one may not resonate with another. This brings us to the 4th question in our exploration: how do we find our individual path to bliss? The answer lies in openness and experimentation. It is vital to explore various spiritual practices, be it meditation, prayer, yoga, or acts of service, and observe what resonates with your inner being. It is through this exploration that one discovers the spiritual practices that align with their soul. Furthermore, the journey to bliss requires patience and perseverance. It is not an overnight transformation, but a gradual unfolding. Just as a seed requires time to grow into a tree, the seeds of spiritual practices need time to blossom within us. During this process, it's important to remain patient and trust in the natural progression of your spiritual growth. Another key aspect of this journey is the cultivation of gratitude. Bliss is often found in a state of gratitude, being thankful for the present moment, for the air we breathe, for the people in our lives, and for the challenges that help us grow. Gratitude shifts our focus from what we lack to the abundance that is already present in our lives. Lastly, dear seekers, we must embrace the concept of interconnectedness. Recognizing our connection with all beings and the universe itself deepens our understanding of spirituality. When we see ourselves as part of a larger whole, our actions become more mindful and compassionate. This sense of interconnectedness fosters a profound sense of bliss as we realize that we are not alone in our journey. We are part of a vast, intricate tapestry of life. Dear seekers, remember that the journey to bliss and spiritual enlightenment is a continuous process of self-discovery, experimentation, patience, gratitude, and understanding our interconnectedness. It is about finding the balance between our inner world and the external world, and in this balance, we find true bliss. Remember, the journey itself is as important as the destination. Embrace each step with an open heart and mind, and let the path to bliss unfold naturally.